Ladies and gentlemen, live from the Wild Waste, I'm Stone Burke, and she's Natural Queen Bee, and we're Natural Typical Gamers. Today, bringing you Dark Souls 3 from the Xbox. Remember, this and every one of our broadcasts is brought to you by the generous support of our excellent patrons. If you want to know how to support our page, please go to twitch.tv/stoneburke. Go ahead and click on the donate button down there and donate whatever you can or whatever you feel would be helpful. Any little bit does help, and we do appreciate that. You will get a notification on the stream, and let's toggle over right here. Here's me right here. I'm Stone Burke. Good to see you guys. Nat, your Queen Bee is still out doing the evening watering thing. You know, it's about that time. She's not quite back yet. And today, like I said, we're going to be getting into some Dark Souls. It is Woeful Wednesdays that we're going to be doing. So I'm going to tell you guys a funny story real quick before we get into a whole bunch of nonsense. Let me turn this down. Is there a way I can on the game volume for the Xbox? There we go. Put that a little bit more reasonable level. Alright. So that way you can hear me front and center. We can like communicate. Hi guys. Now the volume's not killing everybody. I'm Stone. She's Natural Queen Bee. Now your typical gamers. You guys see it along right here. Wah! I guess it should be like, wait. Wah! Alright, cool. No, we're good. So funny story. Today we were going to do, and as you guys know, my brother is the like Dark Souls king. Red is fucking savage beast mode. He's all over this shit. Is he in chat by chance? We're trying to get him in and on chat, but I think he's having a little bit of problems with the phone. That or I screwed everything up, which is a distinct possibility. I think I might have to get rid of all the permissions because that might affect. I don't know if that unlocks chat. That theoretically might unlock chat, and then we'll be good to go on that. Okay, so like I said, was gonna have Bloodborne going, was gonna do the thing. And Bloodborne is a little bit tricky for us to do. We don't have a video capture device at all. We actually have to do everything through the internet, which is a little terrible. The Xbox is hard connected. That's different. That's able to be handled a different way. The PlayStation, on the other hand, don't play nice. It's funny, we call it a PlayStation and it doesn't play nice with anything. Which is why we let my brother use the PlayStation. We take his footage and then pull it up here, and then we can filter that, and that's what we've been able to do the first couple Woeful like Wednesdays. I think we did it on different days, but what would become Woeful Wednesday. So in this case, like that's even why I saw the damn PlayStation controller. You want to say hi? Now your Queen Bee says hi. I don't know if she's gonna wave or nothing. I don't think so. So one thing we're experimenting with is we were leaving the camera alone, this one at least, so that way it doesn't follow us. So theoretically, well, I don't know how it's gonna even work. Like, let's try this. Let's put it back in follow mode, and cool, there it goes. Now it blows us up a little bit bigger. Now it gets rid of the background. What was I saying? So, we let him borrow the PlayStation. He had Bloodborne. Everything was set up at his house, all good to go. We decided to take it back so that way we could play Fortnite the other day. And we were playing that through the weekend, right? Well, we gave us back the PlayStation and I forgot to get the fucking disc. Yeah. So, it was my bad. I forgot to get the disc for Bloodborne, so that's why we're not playing it. Possibly also I was having problems getting the PlayStation to connect with the internet, so that way we could go ahead and get everything pulled out of it. But it doesn't matter. We have Dark Souls now. So my brothers were rushing me through this for the most part, and I don't remember what we were doing. All I remember is they were murdering everything, and I know that I'm supposed to have life. Gives me a little bit of life left. And a little bashful. So let's go ahead and toggle over into game mode. Boom. Here we go. So you will also notice, let me see right there, right underneath me, right here we have our donation goal. So anybody that purchases one of our limited edition t-shirts, which we're going to have of that one, we're going to have brand new t-shirts coming up next week. Those ones I'm leaving up because they were the very, very first t-shirts that we designed up. And so it's kind of like a little bit of a piece of history. It's kind of fun. And they're limited. We're also going to have some other newer ones coming out soon. And then, if you hit the donation bar, it will populate on the screen, and it will show in the donation goal that will go up. Boop. Also, anyone that does follow will see the little bar on this side of the screen. Beep, 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 beep. That one will start to go up. We are currently at 24 out of the 50 that we need for Twitch, and we are at, I think, 60 or 62 of the 100 that we need for Facebook. So if you like what you're seeing, you're digging the program, you're digging how it's working, please share with all your friends. We are trying to get everything else together, trying to get a little bit better formatting in it. But as you know, life is crazy, and when you start off, you got to get good, which is pretty much the emphasis of this game here. You start off and you suck, and everything in life is hard, and then you're gonna go about getting good. Oh. Bash is full. Wait, bash him. Blood loss. I'm dead. So like I said, you gotta get good. What that means is you go and you get wrecked and you get up and you do it again. And you, the thing is it's not just about jumping back into the fray over and over again and get yourself beaten to death and becoming absolutely useless. No. The idea is get good. What does get good mean? Think about it. Doesn't mean just do the right thing. Doesn't do what the textbook says or what someone told you is good. You got to learn what good means. You got to go through and you get that ass kicked and you figure out how to move right. And then all of a sudden, let's see if we can do this. Action. Oh! Charged in too crazy. You got a little bit too excited. You got too greedy with it. You get wrecked. Same thing like I'm saying with this whole situation. Doesn't matter what you're playing. Doesn't matter what the game is. Doesn't matter if you're in, real life. You're playing in Dark Souls. Playing in Fallout 76. It's the same gig. You get wrecked and you get good. And just because you get beat down doesn't mean that you shouldn't get back up again. There's some wisdom to be grown from though. Wisdom to be grown from the weeds. Let me tell you, because all weeds do is get their ass kicked, and then they get better about it. Ooh. These guys are a great way of just beating that ass. Luckily I didn't have but 100 souls I lost that time. So that wasn't nothing, but that's not what that's not what I care about. What I care about is getting good. So, I'm using a stick. Those of you that can see that. See my stick? I'm getting all caveman with this. And I love it. There's something to be said about just cavemaning it through it. And everybody else in life is like, oh, you need to get better armor. You need to get all these other kind of things. Well, what you need to do is get good. You need to shut up and nut up. Let me look at him. And get to it. He's mad. Oh, goodness. Don't get greedy. That's too much. Watch, we're gonna get wrecked here in a second. Oh, lordy! but you get good. One at a time. And it doesn't matter. You're going to come back in. You're going to get that ass beat. You're going to get in the same spot. You're going to get an LC. They even gave me... The game gives you better weapons. Like, look, dog. Stop being a jackass. Stop using the stick. And get a better weapon. No. That's not get good. We're trying to get good. What does that mean? It means you get tactical. You get caveman. You grab a stick. And you go and you beat shit down. Say, look, bitch, I'm Rick James. Boo Boo, you were just out. I don't want to hear it from you. You're being a jerk. Boo Boo says hi, guys. That's the problem. He's not at the center of everything, and he knows it. But every time I put him on camera, he gets even weirder. So we're just not gonna do that. Okay, here we go. Next dude. We're almost dead. Oh shit, I don't know what that is. Ooh, I don't know what that was, and I'm not okay with that. What the shit is that? Okay, chat, to those that don't know, I'm not exactly a sickle Dark Souls head. Oh, get wrecked. That was it, ladies and gentlemen. That was the get beat down and get ended. To any of those just tuning in the chat, I'm Stone Burka. She's Natcha Queen Bee. This is Woeful Wednesdays. And Woeful Wednesday is all about get good. And by get good, I mean you gotta learn and adapt from your mistakes. And find a way to overcome them. For instance, this pendejo, who's the prime target. I wasn't about that other guy. I'm about this guy right here. Ugh. Oh, run! So I knew better than to do a 3-tap, and I did a 3-tap anyways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That gets us in and out a little bit better. And the idea is you always want to make small progress. Everything you do in life. One better at a time. One better at a time. It's always going to get harder. It's always going to get crazier, but you get good. You take that time. Now we're at 320. We somehow ended up with more than we started with. And we just died over here a minute ago. Luckily, we died close enough. I think we might be able to get our souls back. Doesn't matter. I mean, I guess it does matter in the grand scheme of things because... Oh, he's done. I don't know if this is the right way or not. Alright. Look out, Creepbot. You better come and get some, homie. Alright, so we know Creepbot's gonna come through. He's gonna come through with his weirdo voodoo book thing. And he's gonna start throwing goofy shit at us, right? We know the last time we did this, we got murked. And we had an ember, so we had significantly more life. So here we really don't want to get hit. But we need Pendejo Boy to come back down. We need him to come join us on the mortal plane. Hey. Get over here, fool. Get over here. Hey. That's what I'm talking about. Ugh. Scheiße! Here we go. I don't know if I want to do this, but I'm gonna do this. Alright. That should give us a little bit of life. Ugh. He got me good. Oh no! He burned my face off! So I was... That was the next lesson in Get Good. Called Get Wrecked. It's kind of a cycle that always you go through, you know what I mean? I guess it's you get hard, you get wrecked, and then you get good. You're kind of in that order. You get hard, you think you're bad shit. You get wrecked, you learn humility and modesty and respect, and then, oh, you get good. Which is the next level beyond that. And then, when you get good, oh, you're inevitably gonna get wrecked. To which case, ooh. Or rather, you get good, you get hard, you get wrecked. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's ready. Oh, run, hippie, run. Yeah. You gonna sit with me for a second? You gonna say hi? You gonna just wave? You gonna be a creepy hand? You gonna put the cowboy hat on your face and to wave? No. She's like, leave me alone.
Who's there?
There's no one there. I mean, I don't know who's here. Okay, I think Bumblebee's here. How's it going, guys? Yes, thank you for my stick stand, Savage. How's it going, guys? So, yes, I love my stick. There's a reason for this. In case you didn't hear the earlier thing, it's called Get Good. It's part of the larger philosophical message we are dealing with here. Has less to do with becoming the best player or going to show how good you are. But rather, it's sometimes adversity is one of the better things that you need to cause you to grow. Woo! Thank you for following us. Sans21 Savage has joined Natural Typical Gamers. Thank you for joining the cause, man. Becoming one of us. Stay a while and listen. I don't know why I keep drinking out of the fucking SS flask. I'm just getting wrecked, and I don't. The purpose was to not waste any more material than absolutely necessary, and yet here I am wasting that were necessary. So we killed that dude. We're gonna get this guy. We got 2 for him. Give me ah! Whoa, 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 whoa! You need to chill out, homeboy. You need to be good. Oh no! Oh no! Want the souls. Okay, we got the souls back. There we go. That's good. Whoa, I followed in the stream, had some major ping. Yeah, it kind of does weird stuff. I'll be straight up with you, bro. We don't have good internet here. You have tuned into the garbage stream pretty much around. But we're giving it hell. And that's, like I said, part of the Get Good thing. That's part of the Get Good thing. We're hoping to figure out a way to work in that out, but we really are in the middle of nowhere. And so there isn't much option when it comes to internet. And like we've looked into like other things like satellite and things like that, and it's not worth it. So for now we're gonna just work with what we've got. Everything's pretty much at as about low resolution as I can get. Mostly set up for audio. Like I said, we do it mostly audio and chat here. The game is just something we can look at and kind of talk about while it's going, and sometimes it's a good metaphorical example. Summon me and push it to the limit, cause he works hard. Oh fucking, oh man. Yeah, we're actually supposed to have a couple other friends join in with this. Oh my goodness. So, do you know where the campsite is over here? Where the get wrecked is? Oh man. What are you doing? Get over here. Fool. Oh shit. Oh no. Get him off the cliff. Yeah. Fuck you. So we lost the souls there, but that's an example of luck, guys. There's no skills involved. There was nothing like legitimate. That was just stupid ass luck. Which is the opposite. I wouldn't say the opposite, but it's definitely not part of Get Good. Let's rest at bonfire and get some life back. He's like, I have a character named Sans Hell have to work. You got it. You know what, real quick, let me check on see if where my where is We're gonna see kind of what's good, see who else is about and around. Travel. Let's get back up. Oh, I don't have an ember. That's how this works. You need an ember to invite your friends because I'm a dead man. I honestly have no fucking clue how this game works. I'll be completely legit with you, Savage. I know nothing. Like I said, this is we're in it for to lulls and to get good. So I'm over here by the fire. If you're over here, oh, that's a good question. I didn't think I had a password on this one. Hold up, homie. Let me check it out. All right. Let me check it out. I'm just double checking to see kind of what we got going on here. I guess we'll check this out. Give me a minute. I'm having to reset the password because the password was set to something else. I didn't think we had a password for this. Alright, here we go. Savage, you don't have whispers. You don't have whispers to send to you, buddy. How am I supposed to send you a password? If you do not have whispers. Oh, there you go. Alright, buddy, try this. Ultra secure. I did it just for this stream, so there you go. You can't drop bits just yet. We're trying to work on that, man. That's why we're trying to get to. As you'll notice on that side, I think it's that side of the screen. The Twitch follower goal, we have to get to 50 followers, and once we get our average views up a little bit better, we'll be able to get bits in. We are taking donations though, man. Alright, man, let me have a look-see and see where you at. He says signs down. I don't need to rest at this thing again, do I? I don't know if that'll help, but we're gonna try resting at it again and see what's good. Give me a second, man. I'm trying to see if that'll work out. Because if your sign's here and it's laid out, then it should be doing the thing, right? Ah, bro, I appreciate that. You're savage, bro. You're awesome. No, man, we just need you one at a time, man. We just want one or two genuine dudes. That's all we're trying to do, man. Do the thing. Get like-minded people together and hopefully have a good time. That's the hope. Sometimes it works out and sometimes the stream's trash, man. We just do the best that we can. That's really all we can do. And like I said, that's part of the whole get good mentality. Oh, the fucking thing's not up. Hold up. I'm like, why the hell can't anyone see what's going on here? So I'm trying to show you where it's at. And, that's not the right thing. You son of a bitch. Who taught you how to work this machine? Oh, yeah, it was me. Alright, here we go. So, got this going on? Okay. So I can show you the feed, kind of what's going on. I'm not seeing any signs here. I'm not sure what to tell you, buddy. I've got an ember. I think I did the thing right. Honestly, like I said, I know nothing about this, so Safe Bet says I'm screwing something up. I'm not even playing. Like, normally my brother's here and he yells at me. He's like, hey, asshole, this is how you do it. Because that's how I taught him how to do it. He's a good brother. I think right now he's helping our mom. And I think I'm waiting for him to call us back. In which case he'll yell at us and help us set this whole thing up. Let me see if I can message him. Okay. So theoretically he should get back to me in a minute. I'm trying to see you, Savage, and I'm not having any luck. Like I said, I'm probably doing something wrong. It's a safe bet says I'm doing something wrong. Losing insanity. Why would you lose your sanity here? No head ahead in short sadness. So, Dark Souls people, I want you guys to get good with the poetry, because we have this beautiful tapestry with which to write things. Like, there should be excellent things written like metal lyrics all over the place in this bitch. And I don't know how to write things yet. I mean, not that I write metal songs in general or listen to a lot of metal per se, but I'm just saying that, you know, if ever there was a place to graffiti these things. Your matchmaking set to global? Let me check this out. It might be friends only. Let me double check my settings real quick, bro. You're probably right, though. That's a great call. Stand by. Yeah, we're set to cross-region play. Launch setting play online. Yeah, we're play online. That's what the fuck we're up to. We've been doing this. What are you talking about, computer? Yeah. So here's the thing. Well, hold up. Yes, I'm on PC. Alright, I'll admit I'm PC Master Race. Alright, we're not gonna go there though, alright, Doug? Here's how this is. I'm playing on the Xbox. I'm just using the PC for a monitor, and we're pulling the shit into here. So the PC's not doing shit. You feel me? It's just like, you know, it's doing the magic. It's making all of this happen. However, it's not doing that. It's Xbox. Oh, are you playing on the fucking PC? That's funny as shit. No, I don't have restricted visibility on it. But it is Xbox. Like I said, this is just Xbox pull through. So I was actually trying to fight Dark Souls 4 PC, and I don't think it's a thing. I saw people telling me about it, and I think they were trolling me. Let me check the visibility one more time, but I don't think... Ah, fuck, you're on PC. Wait, how are you on PC? Like, actual, like, playing Dark Souls on PC? That's a fucking thing? I've been trying to find it, and it's like, I can't find it. It's always like, oh no, this is Xbox only. Like, are you playing it on the Xbox console on PC? Because that's a thing. You can do that, I think. I'm pretty sure you can do that. Give me a second, buddy. I gotta check this out for you, okay? Because I don't think Dark Souls 3 is actually on PC. I'm pretty sure that it's... Son of a bitch, it's on fucking Steam, dog. You are absolutely correct. God damn, I'm mad. I'm so sorry, homie. So... And, Dark Souls 3? This is Dark Souls 3, right? I didn't set this thing to fucking say Bloodborne, right? No, this is Dark Souls. Well, I see that it is for Windows. Well, I'm just a fucking idiot. That's my problem. And I see it for PC. So you're right, it is for PC. No, I'm on fucking Xbox. So, I'm sorry, dog. Well, now that I know that it exists for fucking PC, now I can get it for PC. So that's pretty fucking cool. Like, you learn something new every day. See, this is part of get good, like I was talking about. Get wrecked and then you get good. And man, I appreciate the fact that you even were like, dude, let's fucking do this. Like, as soon as I get this shit on PC, you bet your ass we'll have to get that on. For now, we just have the Xbox because that's what we have it on. I guess I should put an Xbox logo somewhere. You scored it for $10, dude. That's badass. I was just looking on the Steam store and they want $60. I'm not really feeling that $60. You know what I mean? That's a little bit rich for my money. I'm not quite there yet. $10. That'd be fresh. That would be fresh, man. How'd you score that deal? Was that through Steam or was that through something else? $10, man. That would be it. I did indeed miss the summer sale. Probably because I wasn't worried about it because I had it on this damn thing. And it came with all the DLCs. Of course it did, for 10 fucking bucks. Son of a bitch. That's fucking brilliant. That was a good deal, bro. That's a killer deal, my friend. You did good. You done good. You got the whole series for $30. So that's Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, and then Bloodborne. I'm imagining you got Bloodborne, like the whole thing, right? When you say series, that's what generally everybody means, like that, like including Bloodborne or whatever, but some people don't. I don't know. I just got here, man. I'm literally swinging a fucking stick and know nothing, so I'm willing to listen to some wisdom, you feel me? Why is my this thing should be telling the songs what to do? That's badass, dude. I'll keep an eye out because guaranteed if that was a sale, then someone else is gonna have it around with it. I'll just have to keep an eye out a little bit better. Yeah, Bloodborne's PS4 exactly, and that's why we were gonna play that tonight, and it didn't work out exactly. Oh, that's why I turned off the songs. I'm sorry, guys. That was intense, and that was right in the microphone. I apologize. So I like the song listing. I guess I'm just gonna scooch this guy up. Beep. There we go. So I don't mind being over my face a little bit. I'm not too censored, you know. As you can see, I even have like the text on my face. I'm not that trippy about it. I'm not even obsessed. I don't really even care having my face on the thing generally. Okay. Damn it, dog. That kind of bums me out. I was looking forward to that. But yes, I'm gonna have to keep an eye for you. We do have Bloodborne, like I said, on PS4. I happen to have left it at my brother's. We were letting my brother play it because my brother's fucking incredible. So we were streaming him last week, actually. And that was one thing we were gonna do, is leave it. See, that's the thing, man. But I don't have my disc on me, is what's up. I left that at my brother's house. Because normally, like I said, we've been letting him borrow that. We picked it back up because we also play Fortnite. We play Fortnite, we play a couple other things on the Friday, Saturdays. We kind of have like a little schedule up on Twitch if you check it out, actually. We're trying to stick with it. We're kind of, things are rough because we have a lot going on still. However, we are still trying to get this up. You're technically a pro at Dark Souls. I believe that, bro. I've come across some people with skills, man, like I said, that are amazing. I am not one of that yet. Not saying that I won't be, but as of yet, I'm definitely not quite there yet. So I was trying to get my damn brother in here to join us, one of them at least, any of them, so we could have somebody else that like can flex. I mean, I'm all about the get good and show you guys the get good, but I mean, especially if you guys are already good. I mean, what the fuck? I don't, no point in me telling you guys the thing you already know. You already even know it philosophically. Forget that says. I'm under an hour speedrunning Dark Souls 3. God damn! God damn! Dog, that's insane. I'm not even prepared to handle that at this point. I mean, there will eventually be a point, because honestly, the more that I play this, alright, truth be told, I played this once a long ass time ago. You son of a bitch. You really want to get this, don't you? Oh. My brother's gonna be pissed. I just wasted an ember. They're gonna get over it. Sorry, get all quiet. Oh no! Get wrecked. See if we can dodge around. Yeah, I mean, people that do that stuff are incredible. Like, my brother did a couple weird stuff on that. Like, I think it was Dark Souls 3. He went and got 20 million souls on, and then he posted that picture to his Twitter. This is before I got him streaming. We finally got him streaming. He's one of the ones that we feature on the channel, actually. Normally this would be his night, and we would have him up here with one of the main views, and we would toggle between both of us. And one thing we do is multi-stream here. I don't have him yet. I haven't gotten in touch with him yet, so like I said, I imagine he's still busy. He'll get in touch with us here in a bit. We were really late today. It's been a kind of nutty day all around. So I'm gonna go, actually, while I still have this, and just go I love that. 20 mil is nothing. Sick with it. That's intense. I need him to tell the damn story, dude, like I said, because I don't know much about shit about this. All I know is that I sat there and watched him with this. 200 plus million. God damn. God damn. Shang Tsung up in this bitch. He's got all them souls. Come here, motherfucker. Ah, wait. Don't look at me. Stop looking at me. Stop looking at me. So my idea was with this character is I was trying to get my strength up as high as possible so that way I can just beat him to death with a stick. I'm not over there, homie. No! Oh no! Dark Souls 3, I use bows, so everything I have goes to great arrows. By level 100, I spend at least 30 million on great arrows. That would be the way to do that. You know, if you buy high quality equipment, you can definitely get a significantly better result. I mean, you're obviously not doing dumb shit like this. Like, you're being a little bit more strategic with the process and the direction, which is a better way to go about it, to be honest with you. I mean, that's how you do it. I mean, I think at this point I just need to kind of farm a little bit. I guess that's what we do here. I've been instructed that if you... Oh, my fucking face! Why would you do that to my face? Have you seen my... Oh, fuck me. So that was my face, and now it's not. That was hilarious. This game is so frustrating. Like, I love when people are so good at this. Like, it's inspiring to me because it's like, yeah, you get to the grind, you get good. My headshots do 1,000 damage apiece before AoE blast. Oh, the area of effect blast. Damn. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You got me good already. Got the souls back. Run! I guess it doesn't matter if I die because I'll just get it back. Yeah, see, I'm gonna die anyways. So because if I keep in the same area, at least I'll drop the same souls. As long as I pick the same souls up, that'll bing, collectively add up. The trick is you have to pick up the fucking souls. You know, you leave the souls and then you're fucked. But if you build them each time, I mean, and theoretically I should be killing more than this one guy. know, and keep doing the keep rolling thing. I don't know. I might be able to. I maybe got myself in a situation in a little bit worse than I'm prepared to handle. Oh no, run! That was a good dodge. That ran out. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. He's like, I break fight clubs from the invader spawn points whenever it's R1 spamming straightforward wielders. Yeah, I feel that. Oh my god! Sorry, brother. I'm trying to pay attention to what's up, but I'm getting my ass kicked! I was doing really good for a second there. Give me a second, man. I'm gonna try to get a little focus on. Too much focus. Not enough to get good. I love how I keep kicking these guys. I don't know what I'm doing to do that, but 1, 2, 3, 4. That was a lot of hits. I wasn't prepared for doing that. Okay. Is that it? Oh, that's awesome. So. What?
There's a beetle this fucking big.
Beetle?
A beetle.
I believe it.
Yeah, big old black thing. I mean, his wings are like Egyptian looking motherfucker.
He might have been. You can never tell out here with the desert.
So cool.
He's probably like lives on the shit from the pigs in the back. Hey, boo boo, quit biting me. You don't even want to say hi. You don't even want to say hi to the fine people that are watching. You just want to be a jerk and yell. Sorry guys, that was boo boo. Sans21 Savage says, I break fight clubs from the invader spawn point whenever it's R1 spamming straightforward wielders. I get what you're saying. Well, there's the dudes that come out and they're like, ah, we're gonna fucking kill everybody and fuck your shit up. Ah. We had to deal with a couple of those guys the few times that we had this, because we unfortunately, I was my genius idea to put the fucking password in the thing, and then all kinds of weirdos got in there and it could turn into problems. And that sucked. Oh, I need to go sit down and save these. I love this game because you can just roll everywhere. It's like the way that, like, when you play Diablo 3 on the, like PlayStation 4, for instance, I can just roll around the whole map. It's like the most ridiculous fucking thing ever. Like, you would never, no one would ever do that in full armor or any of that shit. Like, I don't even think anybody on drugs would do that. You could straight give them just PCP and acid and just, like, they would never do that. They would just go hide in a corner somewhere. Why am I in armor? What? It'd be hilarious. Let me see. So my brother is handling a couple other things, so he won't be able to join us at this point. So I'm not gonna worry about getting the amber. I'm just gonna worry about harvesting as many souls as we can get at this point, even if I just have to sit here and just keep gathering. Ugh. Ouch! Right in the face. Oh shit. He's angry. He's really, really angry. That's a bad plan. Oh, right in the face. That is no bueno, my friends. That is no bueno. That is no bueno. Oh my goodness, I haven't even had a moment to check any of the other chats. Normally any of the chats populate right away on the thing, but I don't see any of them, so I don't think anybody is in any other chats. I think we're good. If anyone is in any of their chats, please private message me or direct message me if you're not seeing, like, I'm not able to see your chats or respond to them. And then I'll be able to get back to you right away and fix it. I think for now we're doing okay though. I think we're doing okay. Let me just check a few other things out. Okay. Check on a few people. So guys, one of the things that we were having a look at right now is that at least there was a pretty decent sized power outage in Albuquerque, and that's causing some problems, at least with several of our good friends. And I love it because they never update their map right away, and then when they finally do update it, it's like 2 hours later or 3 hours later. And it's weird because the map doesn't correlate with what people are saying on social media. Never does. I love how I play this since while the song's going on. It's good times. We'll see what's going on here. Okay, so we checked up on everybody. Everybody's about as good as that they're gonna get. There's nothing we can do about it. So no, we actually have a couple channels. We are multi-streaming right now. We are on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, and Mixer right now. So we have several different chats. Twitch is the most active one. It's the one that we like using the most. It's where most of our like chatbot and everything else is at that's supposed to be working. Chatbot is not listening right now for whatever reason. It's being pissy. All of this is still in the works, guys. We're still fixing a bunch of little things, trying to make things listen. And so far it is in certain ways. It's coming around. Let me tell you, it's been quite a mission, and we've gotten this far. Mostly with duct tape and baling wire and, you know, odds and ends like that. Did someone join Discord? That was weird. Water's a beautiful thing. Water keeps you alive and keeps you from dying. Prevents you from ending up in something like this. Alright, so we're about to roll on. Let's get to it. Here's that son of a bitch. So we don't have, like I said, we have more than one chat. This is the one, like I said, that we definitely prefer to use. We do have a Facebook page as well. That one's actually under Your Typical Gamers. Woo! And that's what we were actually going to switch the Twitch name to at some point. I was probably just going to use this more for music. But for now, while we at least try to get everything sorted out and figured out, we're going to condense onto the one. And like I said, we're always just trying to figure the network out. Ow, how to do the thing. That's not the button you press. This is not the button you're looking for. Run! Olay! No, run away! Did I get him? Oh my god, that'd been funny as shit if I would have jumped off the cliff. So that's happened a few times, guys, in case you've missed that. So one thing I like about this game is like I gotta roll around and everything else, but far more often than not, I end up rolling myself off cliffs. Just off of every fucking cliff at the worst moment. Like, and the worst part is especially when my brothers or something join me and they're hanging out here. God, because I'm the one that has the amber, so I have to stay alive. Everyone else can die and they can come back and all kinds of stuff like that. But if I die, it fucks everything up. Yeah, well, it's part of the software that we have with it. What's funny about this? So the funny part about it, when I was streaming before I was using the program that I am now, we would get incredible frame rate drops. And even though this thing says it's dropping a lot of frame rates, ironically it seems, at least from what everyone's telling me, that it's been performing a lot better than when I was direct streaming to Twitch. And one of the problems was that Twitch, we kept losing all of our playbacks because they only keep them for 2 weeks. Whereas with Facebook, as long as it's under 3 hours, it'll keep the broadcast. So that we can stay a little bit longer, which makes it a little bit better for editing and things like that. Because I can store the video right there. Oh god, don't do the cliff thing. Don't do that. And actually my stream is stuttering because we're only running at 500 kilobytes a second. We have the horriblest internet ever. We're really trying hard to get a little bit better internet with it because this is something that we're really enjoying. Went from something that was alright to it's become a much better platform. And I love it. And even the broadcast level that we have now makes it even difficult for music with just a webcam and things like that. And even if the webcam's off, it kills it. The thing that's killing most of the bandwidth is having the I have this set to online mode and stuff. You can bookmark streams. I don't know what you mean by bookmark streams. Well, the thing right now, like I said, is automated, so it's automatically just like taking a signal and bloop, just connecting it to a few different places. It's really kind of fun stuff, but it is a little haywire. And like I said, the main thing is that they're ingest servers for the video actually run at a lot better volume than the Twitch regular ones for some reason. Or maybe they have a better connection with Twitch than I do, and that's what makes it a little bit nicer. And then another part of it is just, like I said, I just have a limited bandwidth. This computer is also a very dated computer. It's had its time, it's worked very well. Even the guy that gave it to me, he's the one that told me, he's like, look man, don't beat this thing to death. And the first thing I've been doing the whole time has been beating this fucker to death. And I love this goddamn computer. Me and this thing have became like best of friends. And so when I say that, I mean it. I really do mean it. Like it's a hard thing. And he told me, dude, he kind of gave me a little bit of shit about it, but we've been able to work things out pretty well, and we get to make awesome music. If you download the stream, you can keep the stream. Oh wow, yeah, but then I also have a problem with limited with hard drive space right now, so it's kind of nice to have things loaded into a cloud a little bit. Until, like I said, I gotta get a little bit more facilities built up, and then we're gonna do most of that, where it'll be everything kept live on deck, and we'll be able to get things done. Like I said, mostly we're doing things with duct tape and baling wire at this point. Oh my goodness. To get started and get going and move up from there. And I'm still having to battle with my ISP because I think that there's a way that we can get significantly faster internet out here, which would solve most of this problem. Like it would literally make this stream, because I'm running this thing at really minimum settings and we're getting a really good result out of it. So even if I was able to increase my upload speed double from what it is, the quality would go up significantly. And then of course if I could get this up to a reasonable level, ooh, we'd be cooking with gas. I kind of want to just run away from this guy, but you know what, that's not get good. To Valhalla! To Valhalla! Wait, where you at? It's how we ride, motherfucker. Yep, it's how we ride. But yeah, like I said, we're working on a couple different things. I'm totally with that, man. Like I said, we've got to get a few things sorted out with that, and we will eventually in time. Like I said, everything comes in due time. Right now, we're mainly trying to get kind of the arrangement of everything situated, because once we get the arrangement situated, we can always scale up. We can always get something a little bit better and make it work a little faster. You know, like that's part of the whole geek good thing. It's really coming from that concept. How can you go with garbage and move up? It's the frame rate's trash, and like I said, I think a big portion of that is my my internet speed. And me and my the guy that got me the computer, I love him, he's my brother. He got me set up with this thing, and he told me, I think the graphics card on this thing is going kaput. And he's like, if this thing doesn't like light on fire on you within a year, I'll be amazed. And I was like, bro, really? And we've been doing it well. I got everything cleaned out. It's working really solid. And he swore by this thing, man. He said this thing's serious. It does its thing well. It's not junk, but it's had a hard life. And he's like, that's the reality of it. And so I felt that, man. And once he told me that, I've decided we're gonna move forward with it and figure what we can do. So it could just be as simple as a graphics card or something. And possibly how we're gonna try this in the future is I might try to get another. The way it seems like most of the larger streams do this, or most of the streams that are more serious, they actually have a dedicated stream computer that's built for that, and then they have a gaming computer that actually runs the games itself, and then they process the video and put it through that. We're running it all through one unit right now. I mean, here in the way we're doing this stream in particular, is similar to that in that we were having the Xbox, which is processing the game, and it's just sending the video over, and then we're able to process that in the PC and then handle it. However, we're not doing it through like HDMI or any of the like USB 3.0, the really high speed. So that's probably another thing that's bottlenecking the frame rate. Like there's several of these factors that are in there that we've kind of been going through and trying to figure out. And like I said, the fact that we were able to do this like this mostly just blew my mind. Like I couldn't believe that. What do you mean I just have to have them on the same network and they do the thing? And I probably need to get like better cables. There's some infrastructure readjustment that we got to go through, no doubt. And we're gonna get there. Like I said, everything comes with time. A little bit of work, a little bit of save up, a little bit of find things, a little bit of people donate things, and then things get better. You make it better, one at a time. And that's why it's my biggest thing right now with having the stream this way is to test everything out at its worst capability and its worst capacity. How well can we handle it, and then move it up from there and make it better. There's no point investing real well in it if it's a garbage product. But if the product checks out and things work out, then it's worth investing in and making it more solid. Which is just a good way of looking at it, And I'm having a lot of fun with it, and it's working out. I'm meeting a lot of really cool people, which is what the plan was. And so it's working. And we're approaching the point where it's almost time to start scaling up and make it good. Right now, we're literally doing with the stream what we are doing with a stick right now in Dark Souls. We are trying to fight our way through and get good, and each little bit that we go through, we're collecting and building and making it better. We're figuring out ways to optimize the process, and it's working. That's what I'm loving. Every day, things are getting a little bit better. And that's not to say that we're not running into all sorts of problems. And like I said, the frame rate, and there's a lot of other things. My prime concern has been to make the audio good. As long as the audio is good, that's all I care about. And please, let me know if the audio's not good, if it's not working out fresh or whatever. Let me know, man. I'm all about it. You hit me with that realness, I'm about it. We'll make it better. That's how you get good. You get people in your life that want to tell you what's up, that don't give a shit. And actually, there's a trick about it. They give a shit enough about you and what you're up to not care if they hurt your feelings in that moment. It's worth hurting your feelings to tell you something real. And most people, if they care, they're going to say it in the most compassionate way possible. Because a lot of people have a really good heart. They're really compassionate. Being tough and being hard is a really hard thing. And so learning how to do that with people, because when it comes from a position of love, when you actually care about them and you have a vested interest, you'll say real things. You have no reason to lie. You've got no reason to say anything else. So why bullshit, right? At least that's what I kind of look at with it. Oh, right to my face. Got to be able to look for that swing coming back around. Oh. 2. Oh, it's that backswing that keeps getting me. I'm not looking for that. When it comes out, boom, back around with that. Whew. We'll go back and get it collected. That's how we get it. One at a time. So like I said, the prime concern that I've had with this has been the audio. Because like I said, this started initially as a music stream. And we do music on Tuesdays. And every now and then, periodically through the stream, I'll just wig out and grab a guitar and fire things up. And we'll just get to it. It's been known to happen randomly. However, Tuesdays are when I generally try and direct that. It's like a thing. You son of a bitch! Quit following me. Why are you doing this? So you can get about 4 in there before he starts doing his thing. 1, 2, 3. Run! We were mid-attack animation, so it didn't work. Oh, see, we got him that time. Not a single hit. We didn't lose nothing there. Or there. Yeah, there. I need to learn this. This is how you, there's always parts that get good. It's always something better. You're always weak at something, and you're gonna learn, and then you're gonna get good. So over on that side, beep, 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 beep. We didn't lose any health this time for once, which is amazing. That worked out really well. We're gonna take our souls, all 1,600 of them. We're gonna go back, and we're gonna do it again. We're gonna see if we can make that a little bit smoother. remember, we still haven't even gone and upgraded our strength or anything yet. We've literally just been running back and forth and get beat and get beat and get beat some more, and then get good. Some people get so hung up on the concept of talent or things like that, like people that just start off good. People that start off good gotta get good too. Practice is a real thing. It's hard, whether it's for people that are musicians, people that are plumbers, electricians, people that play video games. Practice is key. You know, you might have been top of your game yesterday, that was what's up, but today's today. Someone's always gonna come through and get you. And the biggest thing that's gonna be out there to kick your ass is you. And you gotta know that you're the one out there gunning for you. You gotta equal parts be your best enemy and your worst friend and your worst friend, or your worst enemy and then your best friend. Both parts. Oh. Which I'm not making sense why we hit him in the back and all of a sudden it's, I think it's the armor's a problem, so I think I have to wait till he hits into the ground and then just like wail on his face. I haven't been quite paying enough attention to the damage volume when that's been occurring, which something tells me there's something to that. I mean, because like theoretically you would want to go up to somebody who was having a fucking giant wooden piece on their back and go strike them. That doesn't seem like a very sound tactical solution to me. Ugh, you got me good. Ooh. So we're at 16, so right there is when I should have done that. Come at me, bro. Ooh. 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 3. Oh, too much. Too much greedy. Way too much greedy. Oh, God, right in my face. My face. Ah. Drink water. Get good. So part of the technique that we're learning from this right now is, you know, we've got to dodge in, let him strike. He starts wailing all stupid. Then we wail on him while he's wailing. See? Wail? Nope, that was a bad time to strike. Bad time. Let's see if we can run around. You hate when you invade and the first reaction is to run to a bonfire and summon 3 other people to gank you. And then they all run and heal after they get hit. I don't think I understand the culture of invasion enough, so perhaps I don't understand well. Because to my understanding, that an invasion just means that you're arriving in a world without an invitation, correct? That has nothing to necessarily say about your intention. It just describes the like how you arrived, right? So if they're getting freaked out at your invasion, it's just because you're some rando coming in the game and their instant thing is to get into a defensive, reactive state. Where are we at with this? We're at 1900. Let's try to get 2500 and go back and get some more strength. Because the first reaction is to run to the bonfire and summon 3 people to get you. And I know what that's about. Like I said, is it because they don't understand your intention on why you're there? Because I don't think you can join a world without the password. Correct? And they also have to have a seal up. I'm not quite sure how they find them. So when you're invading, your intention is to kill them. That's effectively what you're up to. You're going in and manhunting them. Okay. So are these just people that aren't good with the whole PvP thing or whatever? Like, because theoretically, if there's a way to not be involved in PvP, there's a way to disengage from the server and play offline or something, correct? Because from what I understand, a large portion of this game is indeed the invasion and you being attacked thing. Correct. Yeah, exactly. Invasions are part of the game. That's an aspect of it. Like, you have your people you invite in that are your team, and then you have dudes that are invading to fuck your shit up and keep you get good. And that's exactly what you're up to in that point, is get good, correct? I'm trying to understand this better because I don't understand fully. But I kind of see where you're coming from with it, because as an aspect of the game, that's a form of content that's there. It's a way to keep you on your toes so you don't get too comfy. You don't sit there and just like fuck off for the whole time. So you can join a random world as long as they're online numbers. So is that you just like you pick the world that you go to, or you just pick a rando thing and just whoop, and it sends you to a rando world and boom, that's where you go? Like I said, I'm not too sure on the function of the dynamic of it. However, to my understanding, the invasion thing is indeed a portion of content that is part of the game. Like I said, it appears to be designed to keep you on your toes. So that, you know, if you are embered and you are these things, it's another way to... It's a content. It's keeping you on your toes. And likewise, I would suppose that they're summoning a bunch of people to battle you would also be a thing. That, I guess, becomes content in its own right also. I hate when invading infrastructure. Because, I mean, they're summoning people in an attempt to thwart you in your attempt to thwart them. So that's a counter to what you're up to, which is causing chaos to them. Which makes sense, like I said, because that's a content. That's part of the game. So I'm about it. Like, I get why that's around, you know what I mean? I don't got to do it to get it. Like, I know why it's about. That's not my job. It's your job. Like, you know what I mean? Like, to do that thing. And that's what you're trying to do. So then they say... The rules are, if they bow, you can't heal or summons, stay out, and you fight to death. Oh, you're talking for the Fight Club. Okay. Yeah, you're talking... okay, this is Fight Club mode. Ah, fuck, I'm getting killed. See, like, so there's cultural dynamics to this that also need to be addressed, that have to be looked at, because they're inherent to the game. Like you said, it's a form of the content, where you're like, oh, run, motherfucker! Sorry, I'm trying to engage us in this. Oh, get caught! We're not gonna die. We're almost at 2,500, dogs. We're gonna get this. We're gonna get this, guys. So if they don't bow, they're either cheating or wanting to play honorably, or they want to have enemies help. So, oh, you're talking, oh, not bow. You're talking bowing. You're okay. No. My brother was showing me this, where you guys literally come up to one another and all like martial arts status, Hwah! And then like you guys go bap 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 bap. I feel it. I didn't mean like bow. I thought you meant bow like blasting fools, because we were talking about bow earlier. You feel me? So that made sense. So the rules are, if they bow, you can't heal or summon. Okay, because when you guys bow to each other, that's, for lack of a better term, the ritual engaging of battle. We're saying, hey motherfucker, let's do this thing. Time to clash heads and let's get to it. So I feel you there. So do you like have to invade and then walk up to a fool and say, bitch, you want to get wrecked or what? Like, because from what I'm saying, the rules are if you bow, like that's what I'm saying, when you guys are both consenting to the battle and you guys are gathering together to whoop on each other's asses, then that's what you guys are up to. You're like, hey motherfucker, I'm here to beat you. And you're like, all right, cool, let's beat that ass. And then let's bow, boom, get to it effectively. And if they don't bow, they're either cheating, aren't wanting to play honorably, or have enemies help. So, because to my understanding, there's no way to disengage or to prevent invasion from occurring, correct? Because it's a portion of content in the game that's designed to make things more difficult, you can't avoid it. So, I mean, how would you communicate that you are not wanting to engage in PvP battle otherwise? Like, if you don't want to Fight Club, because I know also from my understanding that Fight Club is that they have specific places on the map that they hang out, and then they start whooping on each other. I know it's weird that we're talking about Fight Club and we're not supposed to talk about Fight Club because that's like rule number 1 of Fight Club or whatever. But I'm fucking retarded, and I gotta understand this shit and I know I'm not the only one with questions, so I'm just asking them because I'm retarded. Forgive me. You know what I mean? I'm trying to understand the culture better. That way it's like, you know, it makes sense to me because that's how you get good, right? It's back to get good. Quit trying to shoot me, motherfucker. I'm the one gonna hit you, bitch. In the fucking ass. Give me that. Blood loss done. Okay, see that's what I was asking. So they put the thing down to draw other people in, which includes getting battled, right? So I'm understanding this correctly. I'm on the right track with this. So when you throw down on, you know, you ember up, you scribble on the ground, and then you're calling other people to come whoop that ass. Like that's literally what you're doing, right? That's the thing. And then part of the content is you also summon friends and also summon, for lack of a better term, enemies. So they summoned an invader for Fight Club and then ganked you while you were fighting. Oh fuck! So while you were engaged in lawful combat with the individual who summoned you for Fight Club, other fools came and got them, or I'm so like understanding. You're battling the one fool, whatever, you know, get into it, and these fools just pop in to get you, or the fool you're battling called these other fools in here to get you while you're battling. Sicko jumped your shit, because it sounds like they sick jumped your shit. Because that's not, to my understanding, that's not how Fight Club is supposed to operate. So this story is I'm already in agreement with you, where this feels as though you were baited into a trap in the hopes that they could harvest from you, which is a technique that is used in Fallout 76, which no doubt is Dark Souls people doing that. You know, they learned it, or they learned it in Dark Souls, and or I mean, it's probably a personality type in the way that they go about it. So, I mean, like you said, especially if you make good souls, if you're a heavy target, if you're hard to battle, things like that. You know, and some people, like I come to notice in this game, they don't really give a shit about the rules. They're just here to raid and cause trouble. Like you're sitting, I mean, which is ironic because you're sitting here trying to cause trouble, but you're following the fucking rules to cause trouble because that's the content of the game. Whereas these people would be sitting here misusing that content of the game to summon you in, and then try and like rob you or whatever the case is. Which, I mean, maybe not even to rob you necessarily, but just to fuck your shit up. Which feels like pretty childish to me. That doesn't feel like cool. Like that's not how that's supposed to work. Normally you got gank counters. So you're talking about things that can counteract these fuckers coming in. Dog, Miracle Game is sometimes that shit happen. Like I said, that's luck, and that's not the same thing as get good. And you know what I mean? Especially when you got good and you had systems established with which to proceed forward. That's when you needed the Miracle Game to come through and help you out there, and you're absolutely right. Miracle Game wasn't strong there. I'm feeling that. And I mean that's content. You're right. That's just playing the fucking game and it played you, dog, and that's all there is to it. And I think it's chicken shit still. I still don't think, like, I don't think that's necessarily cool. I think it's kind of bitch made that they would do that. Like, why would you summon somebody and then just try to mob on a fool? Yeah, like rather gods and force. These motherfuckers are about to get, yeah. Anyways, bro, I'm feeling for you. That's bullshit. And it happens more often. Like I said, in Fallout 76, we get a lot of this that happens. We get dudes that come through and start all kinds of shit, cause problems. It's part of the reason why we don't play one game all the time anymore. We play a couple different games and we kind of cycle through. Mostly is a great way to create conversation. Gets an opportunity to show several different ways of the same instance that goes through. I mean, some designers will sit here and fix a game for that. I mean, and in a game like this, you don't need to fix it because that's the content. So that, I mean, that's why the whole get good thing. Which, I mean, like I said, it's bullshit. And it was worth it. I would argue that it's worth it that you got fucked up like that, because it got you a good story, and that got you an opportunity to learn. And the opportunity to learn is far more valuable than to have just had a good experience where you learned nothing and just went about your day and nothing happened. It's far better to get your ass kicked and learn and get good and get better the next day, better than you were that morning, than it is to just be okay with the experience, you know, and just, oh, whatever, that's fine, and just accept rubbish. And I feel you, with a game like this, is real savage, and there's not a lot of like mercy for these things. Let's get good. I hate to say it like that, man, because it sounds all cold-hearted as fuck. And I'm on your side, dude. Like, I'm in agreement with you on that. That is chicken shit, but it's also get good, man. And you know that. I know you know that. But, I hate it when people do that. Like, I watched my brother. He was sitting there playing Fight Club. We were streaming it. I think I was making music, and he was doing I think Dark Souls. Might have been Blood. I think it was Dark Souls. Yeah. And he was doing Fight Club and shit. And he had some dudes that came in doing some shit like that. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that worked out. My count. Oh, hang on a minute. Sorry, brother. I'm trying to read that and I'm getting killed. Let me get this guy. 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah. My bad. My bad. So, he says, my counter is usually a few casts of Unfaltering Prayer, Lightning Storm, and Wrath of Gods. And that either sets them straight or kills them. Okay. So the lightning storm is like the chain lightning effect from Diablo 2, right? Where it just hits them and brap, anyone that's in a group will get to them. I need to learn this. I gotta get good. I apologize. And force them. So these are all each individual abilities and things that are inside the game right here. I understand. I'm gonna have to get a little bit better acquainted with the terms because I'm not quite as familiar. However, I will look into that and check that out, man, so I can get a better understanding, because I don't quite know what you're talking about, but I kind of feel that the nature of the effect which would be utilized to do that, if it's the one that I'm thinking of. Because a lot of game dynamics share a lot of very similar characteristics. And I love how much this shares with the original Diablo and Diablo 2. It's actually one of my favorite things I love about it. Where the fuck is my souls? Two, 3, 4, 5. Oh, run away! Get the souls. Ooh, good Lord, you have mercy. Ooh, get him! Get him! Get him! Oh, got him. Holy shit, so it's not like that, it's more like, well, like a lightning nova than like a chain lightning effect per se. I got it. Alright, so it's like, you know, I know I always keep going back to Diablo 2 because it's been a while since I played games, guys. I will admit it. It's been a minute. But like I said, that's how you get good. You get in, you get wrecked, you get good. Rinse, repeat. But yeah, I mean, like I said, the same basic effect where you get like it's a lightning area of effect. Just blast fuckers away from you. That way you learn, fool. Get back. We do have sound effects in Twitch, inside of Twitch, as a matter of fact. So Savage, you've been hanging out here a while. I appreciate you, man. You've been in here. So let me tell you some of the cool things going on here. I haven't had a chance. I don't really like going because it sounds all sales pitchy. But if you look inside of Twitch, underneath the like view screen or whatever, I don't know if you're on PC, I imagine. If you look underneath the thing, we have a bunch of weird little sound effects and stuff like that. We're gonna be getting more of them. We're gonna actually be getting as soon as I can get chatbot to listen right. We're gonna have a bunch of new effects, that like sound effects and stuff that you can punch in here, and a bunch of stuff like that. We also have a Discord in the bottom that you're more than welcome to join. And we have a lot of cool chat and stuff over there that we try to get figured out. We always usually try to have like updates on the broadcast, all of our announcements, let you guys know when we're late, when we're coming in early, whenever we're doing different stuff. Keep all up to date. However, like I said, because we got noises and stuff, I don't think they don't cost anything. You just go up there and just make noise at this point. And we're trying to get some other stuff done.
This is all sick.
See, there you go. There you go. You did see it, right on. I was just letting you know, because in some channels they like charge you to use like the noise effects and things like that, and we don't do that here. We don't have any of that yet. We're trying to get stuff set up so that we can get some better monetization through it, because we don't have any monetization. Like I said, we have our donation at the bottom. That's pretty much all we have for that. And we do have a couple t-shirts that I have. They're limited edition that we're going to be getting rid of soon. That's awesome. You're on mobile. It's on the hotbar. I haven't had a chance to see it because whenever I log on to mobile, it's on my own phone, and then it's like shows me the back end of stuff. So I don't get to see cool things sometimes. I can see it on other people's channels, but I can't see it on mine, which is kind of weird. So I'm like, this is my channel. Why can't I? Anyways, so I try to do it on the PC. You know, if I get a chance to, I try to look at things. But even still, I never get the same experience that other people do, which is weird. But I'm also totally okay with it, because as long as everybody else is having a good time and I can try and make it work better, that's what it's about. To hell with what I think. It's about what you guys think and how it's working. And as long as I'm able to better communicate with you guys and make some sense, we're able to have a good time, that's what it's about. So let's figure out what we can do about making some more of that strength, because that strength is getting that beat down, am I right? That's how we just whoop on that ass. So really? You need 97 souls for the one after that? What's vigor? Is that life? Really, bitch? Alright. That serves me right. As you can, I'm great at math, so don't mind me. So that gives us a little bit more strength. I don't know if that was worth running all the way back for that. Probably should just go back and go whoop and get good. Make some more money. Dilapidated bridge. The Galapagos Bridge, what? Dilapidated. What time is it? Give me just a second, guys. I'm gonna pause here at this bridge for just a second. I have to go check with Natalie. I'll be right back, alright? Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. We're just gonna look here at the campfire, and I'm just gonna turn the camera off. But chat and everything's still good. Just a minute, guys. Okay, guys, so I have to go run to the corner store real quick. I'll be right back. Um, I'm gonna try and convince Nat, your queen bee, to come and say hi to you guys. I'll probably have to keep the camera off, but she'll probably like just hop on for a minute and just say hey. I'll be back, like I said, should be within like 10 minutes, maybe 15 at the maximum. But theoretically, she's gonna jump on here and gonna say hey. For a minute though, I'm just gonna hang out here and try and keep whooping some butts until she comes to be like, hey, you can get out of here now. So it'll be just a minute now. We're gonna make some more beatdown happen. Nobody is in audio chat, so I don't need my headphones necessarily right now. But I do need to pay attention what the hell I'm doing though. I only needed 97 left for the next level up. Can I get a longer stick? I want like a big ass Moses stick that I can just beat him with. You feel what I'm saying? Like, let my people go! Bip, 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 bip. Like that little shit. Ooh. I'm just gonna grab a branch of that tree over there and just beat this fool with it. Oh, that's intense. That's good times right there. Okay, let's try it again. This time we're gonna go collect all of our souls first, and then we're gonna engage this guy and we're gonna beat him to death with a stick. Because that's what we're gonna do. Run, hippie, run. Run all the way, hippie. How are you still alive? Okay. So we killed him and collected his souls. So I noticed we did a little bit more damage, it seemed like. Let's go put one more level up in there and see what it does. I also promised myself that I was going to increase my stamina and my health here in a minute because I put a lot into my strength right now to just make a lot more whoop ass. And so far it seems like it's helping. I'm beating the shit out of dudes with a stick. Which I don't know if that's healthy or not, but we're doing it. I mainly just started with this stick, and me and this stick have been through a lot. So I feel like it's only does it justice to like take it as far as possible.
Welcome home, Ashen One.
It's been a good stick.
Speak thine heart's desire.
I haven't broken it yet. Which is surprising, because I feel like in every game ever I always break everything. This person is weird. I paid all that for just 2 points extra in damage. But I guess whatever else I'll be using, the damage will go up with that. So I need 1,800 souls for the next level up. I got the camera on. Will I turn the camera off? No, I'll turn the camera off if you're comfortable with that. Okay. So guys, now I'm the face of radio. This is why I can drop all the bass and get all serious into that. Try and make your brain get all fuzzy and doing weird tingly things. I love when I have the mic. This mic is great. We need to get a different interface at some point, but right now this thing's a blast. And I enjoy it. So I'm going to go ahead and post a note in chat whenever I actually leave and head out. Should be here in just like within 5 minutes or so. But for now we're going to go back and we're going to test this because I only need to get 80 souls, which I think if I kill this guy twice, it's like 2 or 3 times I get that. But I can't tell if the higher the level you get, the less souls that you get from beating on him. I'm almost guessing that's the case, and I think I might have fucked myself by leveling up more. It's a distinct possibility. If you know what's up, chat, you better let me know. Y'all are real good about telling me, hey man, you fucking up. What you doing, bro? You bug. I'm about ready to play the Doom sound effect here in a second. It's not Doom from the game, by the way. I just had to name it something different than what it was because fuck with that too. Seems like we're doing more damage. Oh wow, it seems like that went along much better. Okay, so 736, so we'd have to do that like 4 more times. Theoretically, something like that. Don't flip off the cliff, asshole. Who's this fucking dude? I always get really weirded out whenever random people, like I see the skeletons of random people show up or whatever. Not the skeletons, but like the ghosts or whatever. Who the fuck are you? Why are you here?
It's like, they are the souls of the ones who perished. They came and died before you. Now they are here forever. And soon you will be one of us too.
Bitch, are you serious? I literally killed that guy and just lost the souls that I got from him. And we only got 300 from him, so theoretically we need to do that 5 more times. Like I said, I might leave it, so I'll go. It's important. Oh, right to my face. Why would you do this in my face? My pretty face. So one thing this game has taught me is that 2 points and 0 points damage like that can add up a lot. I almost had that full kill and I got my ass kicked. God dang it, Bobby. Dang it, Bobby. Damn it, Bobby.
I don't think you like it.
Oh, I can't even monitor. That's funny. Okay, so let's go punch somebody in the face. In the face and get our souls back. In the face. So the thing is that if we get a marked decrease in souls from leveling up, but we get an increase in strength from it, then it would behoove us to do as little leveling up as possible and milk this guy for as much points as we can. What are you doing, dog? Hi. I see what your plan was. I forgot what he was doing. So I at least picked up the souls that I got before I died. However, I didn't kill them. I should probably go run and get my souls and then come back and then go. Flippity 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 flip 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 flip. for this? Are you ready for this, homie? Ooh, 2. Oh, he cut me in half right there. So much for going and getting my stuff back so easy. I'm getting... See, that's what happens. You get good. Oh, man. Get hard, you get wrecked, and you get good. Just to get hard and get wrecked and get good. Okay, yes, write me a list. I need to go get my stuff and run. From this filthy hippie. He's so filthy, he makes me look clean. Alright. Getting too frustrated. You don't get frustrated, you get good. Takes less hits to kill him now. So be patient. Getting too eager. Done the same thing the last 3 times in a row. You know what that means? That means that current method is insane. I don't know if my souls will time out if I don't run up and grab them right away. I don't understand the mechanics of the game well to know if I can go run over and... I'll take a quick break. Run to the store and come back. I would guess not. So it's almost better just to get my souls and get the hell out. Let's just try this. Okay. So I'm gonna chill out right here. I'm gonna run to the store real quick, guys. I'm gonna leave this on mute. And we will see you guys here in just a minute, okay, guys?
That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over.
not sure if this is working or not. If this is working, you can hear me in chat. Let me know, guys. Because like I said, I do not know how these things works. I just push the buttons. We're having a slight problem with our voice meter banana system. We're having problems with our banana, guys. The voice meter itself isn't allowing me to control it or move it, so I don't have a way to mute it or turn it on or off. So I don't know if I need to shut this off or start. We're only 2 hours in the stream, so I generally don't like cutting the broadcast this early. I prefer, I believe it's my way. We normally like streaming for at least 3.5 hours, which is the cutoff for Facebook, and then what I do is I shut it down and then turn it back on. Savage, I'm glad to see that you're still here, my friend. I'm glad to see that you're still here. Give me just a moment. Like I said, we're still getting everything kind of arranged, situated. Savage, I'm glad to see that you're still here, my friend. Just trying to make sure that this whole thing is connected and that it's not doing goofy weird things, because far more often than not, this thing does goofy things, and sure enough, Mixer was doing weird things. I need to cut my all my samples a little bit better. I think we need more sound effects, guys. Savage, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate you hanging out. I know we have a couple of our other friends that were looking to tune in, and I do apologize. Everybody tuned in right as I was on break, which of course was going to be right at the 10 o'clock hour. And I apologize. Even, at the gas station, they were a little annoyed. They're like, you son of a bitch, we were closed already, and you shut up here. I could just need toilet paper. We don't have toilet paper. That's a fucking problem. As you guys know, if you've been without shit tickets, no bueno. No bueno. I suppose as long as you have the working shower or bathtub or whatever, you can take a shower or something, but that's a drag. We do not have that luxury now, and we are going to avoid that, so we're just cool. We got shit tickets and life is good. And actually, come to find out, they have significantly nicer toilet paper at the gas station than they have at the local Dollar General. For 33 cents more after tax, which I'm pretty sure makes it the same price. They have it set at 4 something. So it's like, I think it ends up being 5. I think it's the same fucking price, actually. What am I talking about? Anyways, that's enough about my shit. How are you guys doing? How's your evening going? To my understanding, there is still a power outage in northeast Albuquerque, so that is causing a problem for some of our viewers that are regular viewers. I do apologize about that. We unfortunately do not have good plumbing. Just about everything's held together with duct tape and baling wire around here. Actually, the plumbing's in decent shape. We just prefer not to do that because we have a septic tank, and those things don't really break down well. We have enough, very pulpous matter in our septic tank due to the tree that grows through it every now and then. Which every now and then you hear horror stories of the shit demon, which looks very much like creatures in Dark Souls, to be completely honest with you. So as I'm playing Dark Souls, I'm like, oh, this is like climbing into my septic tank all over again. This is great. Which also, by comparison, makes it not the worst experience ever, because if you've ever been literally elbow deep in shit before, you can understand how terrible that in fact is. Which is why we don't put certain things in the toilet anymore. Especially like paper towels and things like that. I suppose if I had larger, more terrible creatures living in my septic tank, that would be a problem. But I don't have anything like that, and I prefer not to keep critters of that nature in my septic tank, because when I do open it it's like 2 or 3 times, or it's rather once every 2 or 3 years that we have to open it up and fight the shit demon. I prefer not having to fight a bunch of other creatures like that besides microbial creatures. Yeah, it's a drag, my friend, let me tell you. It is a drag. This is the things that one must do when you need to do it. Let me tell you. I don't think anybody does things like this because they really want to, but like I said, that's another thing of bravery, like what we were talking about earlier, courage. Which courage is not necessarily just not being afraid of anything and just not doing things. What courage is being afraid of those things and directly doing them because they need to be done. And probably not tonight, I won't get into the tale of it. Especially understanding that you have a a bit more of a germ sensitivity, I would rather not have to go into any more vulgarity than necessary. However, maybe one day we will get into the tale of the shit demon, in all of its epicness. But I actually do all my own construction, all my own building, everything. I'm a very crafty individual, and we build things. I've had to fix things for my family and everyone I know for my whole life. So it's one of those things that I've had to do just out of necessity. And we never had money to afford. We can't afford nice things like plumbers and things like that. So we have to make it happen, and I've had to learn how to do it. So very much like playing Dark Souls, or really anything that you've never done before. It's a lot of patience, a lot of persistence, and a lot of sticking with it. And eventually you'll get it. You'll come across things that are difficult, and you'll have to research it, and you'll figure it out, and you'll get through it. And it's tough, and it's hard. I'm not exactly a person that, as much as I have a healthy appreciation for all things funky and nasty and what the world is and how the world works, I much prefer to not get, I prefer not to get as funky as possible if I don't need to, even though things are funky. Life is funky, and so there's, I can understand that, and I can get it. However, so one thing I've noticed, Savage, and you'll notice, and you're already getting it, with this server, with the service that I'm running now, the longer that I'm running it, the better it gets, which is why we try to stream as long as possible. Theoretically, if Facebook wasn't an asshole and let me stream for longer than like 3.5, 4 hours, we could stream longer and this thing would just get better. And I've had it before where I was streaming, like even just to Twitch by itself, and it worked phenomenal. However, it took 3 hours for it to get to that point, for it to keep auto switching servers until it found one that it liked. And it didn't. I haven't figured out the way to figure out which server that is at a time, because it's when the automatic's on, it keeps tally of it itself. Whereas with this other program that I'm running, it does, and I guess it's the same kind of thing. It does it all in the background, and so we don't know what the hell it's doing, but it's doing things, and now it's making it happen. And part of it also is, it could be the time of the night that there's less people streaming. We also were having a problem, like I said earlier, because we had a major power outage in Albuquerque, which is where a lot of information and stuff is having to transmit through, and that generally causes problems, not just for us, but also for our viewers locally and things like that. So a bit of patience definitely adds in there, and we appreciate you being patient with us while this process is going on. I'm actually just waiting for the coffee to brew so I could make a cup of coffee before we continue with this. I'm having the creeping feeling that I didn't. I'm following a Smash stream that hasn't gone down in 2 months. That's fucking spectacular. See, to run things and to have that level of stability would be spectacular. And eventually we're gonna get to that point, guys. We're gonna build to there. We're starting with it's kinda like Age of Empires, we are in the Stone Age, ladies and gentlemen, and yes, that is a stone joke. We are going there. We are starting in the Stone Age, and we are gonna work our way until we are Space Age and beyond. And to infinity and beyond. But we start with one thing at a time, getting one thing situated and rolling forward with it. And part of that is like this, just getting our views up, getting that sorted out, getting it set up so that way we can be able to get bits and things like that, and people can raid and cause madness, which is, from what I understand, one of the more fun parts of Twitch. We're getting to understand all this, and it works out. Like I said, I came to this from music in the beginning, so it's a little bit different than what the game culture is, and I really love it. Everybody's really enjoys the process. He's running a glorified potato. I love that. But if you have a glorified potato on a solid internet connection, that's all that fucking matters. I mean, this thing's a goddamn monstrosity. It's beautiful. And it just, because we have such a garbage internet connection, there's a savage bottleneck that occurs, and everything goes to shit. And like I said, it could be part of that. He mentioned to me was a possible GPU issue. He brought a couple different things to my attention that I've tried looking at and we're trying to figure out. And we've done a few things and it's worked out. But like I said, some things it seems like can't be helped. So we just work around it until we can find another way around it. A little bit of persistence, a little bit of patience. Everything goes a long way. And that's how we get it going. One step at a time, 1 foot at a time, one whack with the stick at a time. Give me just a moment. I'm going to be right back. Like I said, I'm going to shut this mic off for just a second. I need to go check on some coffee going on. I am having a problem with my stupid voice meter. I've been trying to get it figured out. He has other people keep servers running, and all he has to do is hook his Switch to a half-decent monitor. That's awesome. That's badass. So then he just takes his video output to that, and then they do all the processing on the outside. And that's part of what we've been actually able to set up. We've been getting this going with a few of our close friends and viewers, where we've actually been able to pull their Twitch streams in and then process and then put it back out. And that actually ends up working a lot better than when we're processing our own video and things like that. For some fucking reason, we can pull it through the internet and it works a lot easier. Because the internet connection, you know, it's not required as much to process video that way and things. So it runs smoother, whereas, you know, something more like this is a little bit more intensive. And so like I said, we're trying a few different methods to try and make all that happen. And the biggest thing we're going to try and do at this point is trying to see if there's an option to get higher powered internet. And then if nothing else, we're going to also see about trying to get possibly a secondary machine to be a little bit more higher powered than this, that we would actually run as a gaming rig. And then we have to figure out the arrangement of how to do it. We either run that as a gaming rig and then run this thing as the actual streaming console, and or if the other one handles it a little bit better, we'll use the other one as the stream console and then pull the video through this. Because I can always make the video at a lower quality and ship it to the other machine and then process it better. So there's a couple different options we're going to look at. It just takes a little bit of time, focus, and energy, and we'll get sorted out. There's always a million problems, but there's a million and one solutions too. You have amazing internet with practically zero latency. That's a beautiful thing, my friend. I don't know where you're located at, but that's a beautiful thing. And anytime you can get yourself a good solid internet, we got a good connection, that's a beautiful thing. Because even if you're watching a terrible stream like this, at least if your internet quality is up, it will take whatever that the server is able to receive from me and be able to process it very well, so you get a good quality with it, which is beautiful. And I appreciate you using that beautiful internet quality with zero latency to tune into me and tune into this program. We appreciate it. Like I said, we're trying to get Natural Queen Bee out here, but she's working on a painting at the moment, so she's keeping busy. She's always around and about, keeping an eye on things. She mostly likes playing on the Minecraft days or Fortnite days, which is Mondays and or Fridays and Saturdays. We're going to do a little bit of rearranging with the schedule based just on this past week, how things have been going, and we have a couple different changes coming up in the next few weeks. They're going to require some attention in the daytime, so we might just forgive the you're down in South Carolina by the beach. That's beautiful, my friend. That's beautiful out there. Yeah, we are in the wild wasteland of New Mexico. And it is different, and it is crazy, and we love it. There's no beach out here. Instead, we've got rolling sand for miles. We've got beautiful sunsets and sunrises that look like the sky is on fire. However, the beach is something to behold. I have never seen the Atlantic myself, but I've heard beautiful things about it. And that is a great place to be at. And from what I understand, South Carolina and a lot of the Carolinas in that area have really solid internet because a lot of the military bases and things. You guys have pretty good infrastructure for a lot of that, which is phenomenal. That puts you in a very good position, especially if you like to play games like that or play online, or if you like to stream. It puts you in a beautiful position. And of course, you have a great way to be able to get out the house and go see something else wonderful just right out there. And especially if you're by the beach and not really inland, man, that's gorgeous. Suppose if you were in the right area and you had the right access to the right thing, you could just fire up a stream just of the beach itself. Of course, you'd always get some people on the beach talking some terrible shit or doing something weird. People are funny. Used to live in Oklahoma and in Florida. I've heard both of those places are beautiful. I've heard Florida, and it's funny because I've had some friends that I talk to, because I talk to a lot of people from all around the country and all around the world, as a matter of fact, now. And it's funny because there's like 3 of the weirdest places in America. Like everyone always says, you've got Florida, you've got Alabama, and you've got New Mexico. They're all very strange for all very different reasons. And actually, a lot of the people that have been traveling through it and that have been there say these are some of the most beautiful places in the entire union. However, They are very true to America in the sense that it's always something out here trying to fuck your day up. There's always something here trying to kill you. The environment itself is here to kill you. But it's goddamn beautiful when you get to the right spots. Like, I've even heard Florida, especially like Everglades and things like that, are some of the most beautiful places on the planet. But you are just as likely to fucking die there while you are looking at it as you are to get a very beautiful picture that will last you a lifetime. So it's not for the faint of heart. It's not for people. I mean, I would argue that New Mexico is far more forgiving in certain ways. Ironically, with all of the hazardous wildlife and things that we have out here and things that try to kill you, people far more often than not kill themselves driving, or they fall off shit. And there's a lot of drunken madness out here that happens too. Luckily, not so much with people passing through. However, I know Florida has a horrendous problem with that, with people that come through and it just turns into just horrible drunken madness and then they end up dying or fucking whatever else terrible things. But from what I understand, that the landscape itself is beautiful. It just is navigating the sea of people can be sometimes perilous, putting it lightly. But I've also heard that the ones that you find out there are beautiful, glorious people. It just takes a little bit of digging. I guess that's true about anywhere, you know. You dig around enough, you know, if you spend enough time looking, you can always find the good people. They'll always make themselves known. Even if they don't want to be known. You know, you can always tell it. And I think that's a good thing. You know, you let the good hearts kind of attract to that. And, you know, let the bad hearts and negative energy kind of go their way. You know, as long as you move forward with love, you'll always have more of an attractive personality. More of that will gravitate towards you, then you will have problems from it. And at least when those problems occur, you will have the wisdom and be stubborn enough to get through it. Oh, somebody randomly showed up. That's weird. I always get freaked out when the ghosts like appear first thing. So it appeared that they were a ghost that showed up with an ember and crushed an ember. But yeah, South Carolina is beautiful. Yeah, I've got some friends that are out in the Carolinas, and they say wonderful things, especially when you get into the mountains and things like that, which people might underrate in some cases. But from what I understand, that they're very deep. Where they happen is they get deep forests that you can almost get lost inside it very easily, and you can feel like you're a million miles away from everything, even though you're, you know, a mile or 2 miles off the highway or whatever the case is. So it's a great way to kind of get lost within yourself and kind of be a bit immersed in the atmosphere, you know, with the Appalachian, things like that. Like I said, I've never been back east at all, so I'm not too familiar with it myself, like from my own report. But rather, I've been to California and things like that, and I've been out west and seen some things like that, and they're different. They're interesting things happening. You know, it's interesting. They're interesting people in California, putting it lightly. I wouldn't say that I'd want to move there or anything like that. I can almost dare say that I would much prefer to live in the wasteland and with everything going on here and adapt to that than try to figure out I don't know, kind of how to move within that giant tangled mess of humanity. Because it's funny, because some of the rural areas of California are beautiful. I mean, especially like even in their deserts and things like that, which are spectacular, and they're just as dangerous in some respects as in New Mexico, or even worse. And yet they have wonderful people there too. You know, they're all around. Just takes some digging. You know, it's easy to find trash everywhere, but there's always you know, if you have a mind for creativity and a mind for making things work, you can always find a way to look at the trash and find a better way around it. Find a way to get through that. You know, it's not always just scoop everything up and throw it in the bag and just toss out the baby in the bathwater, you know. Sometimes it's worth doing a little bit of digging. We had an incident kind of with this earlier. I know I keep saying I'm just gonna go around. I'm gonna go run and check on that and then come back, and now we can get to I can rant and do the game. Okay, guys? Just give me just a minute, I'll be right back. I'm just realizing, like, I know I will sit here and keep talking to you, and which I love. I'm about this. However, it's nice to have something go on the screen too. Just a second. Okay, guys, we're back now. All right. So, Sans 21 Savage says the bars in Florida are basically dry as well. Wait, you mean like a bar where you get alcohol? And the bars are still illegal to be open on Sunday. So that actually is out here in New Mexico in some places too. Depending on where you're at. Luckily, not in anywhere of the, central areas or more commonly trafficked areas. However, in some of the far more rural and out there areas, they don't have alcohol on certain days. We also don't sell alcohol after midnight. Like, you can't go to a store and buy alcohol after midnight at all. However, bars can serve them until about 1 or 2 in the morning in some cases. I think that's in Bernalillo County only. I don't think that's statewide. However, they do have. Oh, shiza. Ooh, ooh. So, what I was saying is that being that we do have several sets of alcohol restrictions and things like that, and I mean that happens anywhere, and usually that's to try and maintain some sort of public discipline because people have no discipline themselves or otherwise require regulation. And in a lot of cases, people forget. People had to vote on this shit in the first place to make that happen. And a lot of the times, people forget like when laws are voted in that there was usually a context for that. I can give a good example of this right here that we have out here. Like I'm pretty sure it's only in Albuquerque, but it might be even statewide. technically spitting it on the sidewalk is a felony. And this is very interesting because I talked to a buddy of mine a long time ago who was a police officer, and he wasn't just a police officer, he was a nerd. He liked studying on the history of how these things developed and whatnot. And he told me that how this worked out, where it was a felony for spitting on the sidewalk, is so Albuquerque and most of New Mexico back around like 1890, 1900, was set as a destination for people that had tuberculosis, that were suffering from that. It was basically said, well, hey, if you come out here and move to New Mexico, you're gonna dry your lungs out. It'll help you live a little bit longer life. You're gonna get a little bit better quality of life, and then you're going to be able to live on. Well, what they started happening is all these fucking people with tuberculosis were walking around the streets fucking spitting everywhere. And another thing that happens with tuberculosis is an interesting fact. Tuberculosis actually lives in cow shit. It lives in the not cow shit, excuse me, horse shit. And lives in their intestines, and is a byproduct of when they're not healthy, when they're not happy. Basically, when they have, it always lives in their immune system just fine, and does well. And technically, human immune systems can be exposed to tuberculosis just fine. And when you're healthy, you're well fed, and you have a good immune system, it battles it, and that's not a problem. The problem happened is around that time, people were not well fed, people were not well housed, well insulated, and tuberculosis fucking evolved into an incredible, horrible superbug that killed the shit out of fucking everybody and everything. Not just men. Like I said, it was a very naturally occurring. All of these things, especially with diseases and things like that, are all for the most part naturally occurring. And it evolved in ways, and when they grow into epidemics like that, it's usually a strain that becomes resistant to the naturally occurring bacteria and immune system that we have. So tuberculosis, it became fucking everywhere out here. And so one of the ways that people would do this, it was not like it was a thing they learned in school, but it was a thing that they were doing. As people that were sick, if they had an argument or a disagreement or something like that, they would spit in someone else's face. And the idea would be that they wouldn't have to shoot you, but it was a death sentence just the same, because it's fucking tuberculosis and now you're sick and you're gonna fucking die. Oh yeah, exactly. TB's have been a horrible, horrible thing. And this is where this what would sound like a ridiculous law came from. It came from one of the most dangerous outbreaks in fucking human history. And so there was a reason it was a felony, because if you were caught, like for instance, people would lose at cards or whatever the case is, they get in arguments at the fucking bar and they would spit on each other. And the next thing they know, they would get they would go home, get their whole fucking family sick. They'd take it to fucking anywhere else, and it was a god. Oh, exactly, Savage. You know what I'm talking about here. Then you get it. So it was no fucking laughing matter at the time. Like if you were fucking sick, like it was at the point. Like I even had to learn this the weird way. This old vet guy told me this, and I don't know how true it is, but it felt pretty fucking true. Saying that his grandfather told him that the reason they used to say bless you when you sneeze or things like that is because, well, they figured this is the last time they're gonna see you, you're gonna fucking die, so bless you, dog, we'll see you around. I might not be able to read you your last rites next time, no one might, so this is our way of sending you off. When there was a little bit more religious society and things of that nature, essentially it was a positive blessing in lieu of the kind of horrible expectation that, well, you're gonna fucking die, which luckily we don't have to deal with that very much anymore. Our immune systems have adapted and evolved, and we've gotten a little bit better with it. It's, like Black Plague, for instance, exists in New Mexico. It's very common, especially in a lot of areas with field mice and things like that, Hanavirus, things of that nature. There's a whole mess of these things, and the human body gets good. There's all these moments where we think we get it's a cycle. You get hard, you get wrecked, you get good. Things get good and it's very effective for a while, and then the system evolves and changes, and the next thing you know, you get fucked up and you got to do it again. With tuberculosis, like I said, this was a thing where everyone was spitting in people's faces, so they decided that we have to make it a law that, well, if you're spitting in someone's face, that's considered assault with a deadly weapon. And so the only way to get people to stop doing that is you make it a fucking felony, and they put you away for a couple years, and there's a humongous fine with it too. And depending on if you got the person sick or not, you could actually be charged with attempted murder, and then you'd go away for like 20 fucking years. Like, it was a big fucking deal. But it's still a standing law in I believe in Albuquerque, it might be Bernalillo County, it might be even New Mexico wide. And it's still on the books. It's not enforced. I mean, let's be real about this. The way people fucking spit these days, I mean, it's fucking, there'd be more people locked up for that than for drug charges. But things change and times change and things that you have to adapt. Like, especially in Oklahoma, I understand that they have some ridiculously strict laws, which is fascinating because, like, I do a lot of research and writing about cannabis culture, and Oklahoma has one of, like, the harshest, like, religious views and opinion sets of any state around. And especially with alcohol and things like that, how they look at it. With alcohol, there's reasons for this. However, with cannabis, to give you guys an idea, like when California first started having license for companies to start establishing dispensaries and things, there was I want to say 20 dispensaries at first or something like that, and then it went to 200, and then it went so on and so forth. After like 10 years, like, it took a long fucking time for them to develop this. Oklahoma legalized medical marijuana, and out the gate had almost 600 dispensaries on the books, ready to rock and roll, business plans together, finance plans together. I mean, fully fledged fucking businesses that just needed to go for it, you know, including banks and all kinds of shit. So they were ready to rock and roll, which in some cases it makes it seem like they got all their eggs together, but when you look at certain other things, you're like, well, you're missing out on money and opportunities, and there's reasons for that. Like, I can understand dry laws; those actually make sense in certain counties and things like that. It's just unfortunate because it's like, well, why do you have to regulate the entirety of us because a certain percentage does not know how to handle themselves? But that's how that cookie crumbles until we can find a better method of regulating, or until people's attitudes and opinions change about that. Like, for instance, especially how they perceive and behave about it. You know, alcohol is one of those things that people get, you know, really out there about, which makes sense. You know, it's a big facet of a lot of people's lives. And with good reason. Alcohol has a lot of very important uses. Like, you know, I mean, a lot of industrial purposes cannot function without alcohol. Period. Whether it's industrial or whether it's food grade alcohol that's used for industrial purposes, same bit. You know, even though ironically there's a lot of quality differences and things like that that go into that some people may or may not understand or even care about. You know, I mean, some people don't care what they're drinking; they're just happy to be drinking. And I can understand that sometimes. Believe me, I drink the cheapest damn rum I can get. Every now and then I'll go and get me a nice, you know, a nice bottle of something. But for the most part, you know, I'm very functional and practical. Damn it, functional and practical. I forgot to give myself some fucking water. What was I thinking? I was too worried about making the coffee instead of making water. Making water. Sounds like a euphemism for taking a leak. So we're still making good time. Everything's actually going very well. I'm really pleased with this. I hope everybody's pleased with the stream and it's coming out well. Savage, how's it looking on your end with your beautiful zero latency internet? Gorgeous South Carolina with that beach, man. You killing me now, dog. You're killing me. I mean, I'll kill you with some sunset pictures that'll blow your fucking mind, man. But let me tell you, man, something to be said about that beach. Life's a beach. You just gotta know how to surf it out. If you love everything and rub it the right way, it'll treat you well. And honestly, everywhere was a beach at one point in time. You know, if you want to go far enough back into history and look at a bunch of weird shit. I could tell you some weird stories that, you know, might seem crazy, especially I don't know what you know about school or nothing else. You'd be surprised how many people listen to the stream or want me talking about things and they're like, oh, you're from Mexico? Boy, your English is real good. Let me tell you. And I'm like, oh, honey, let me tell you. I have to mind my jokes with these things. You been down to Arizona? Arizona's gorgeous. Arizona, I really enjoy. There's some beautiful things out there. I never get a chance to go there enough, just because I don't travel very much. It's expensive. I need to. We're gonna make it a point next year, or through the coming year, I should say, not next year, but this coming year, to get a little bit more traveling in and go kind of check out a few things. We got some family and a few things to go visit. You got family there too? That's awesome. Yeah, that's badass. Yeah, we're gonna look. We want to check out Tucson. We wanted to check out Flagstaff. We wanted to check out the oh hell, what's it called? The Grand Canyon. And of course, it would be the Petrified Forest. And there's a few bits like that that would be excellent. And I'm a big fan. My favorite place on Earth for the longest time was like Meteor Crater. I thought that was awesome. It was just a giant hole blasting in the ground. But I like space shit. I'm a nerd. So I was like, yeah, buddy, let's go look at a giant hole in the ground from a fucking meteor. Like, are you sure this wasn't a nuclear weapon? Because it looks like a nuclear weapon, guys. I freaked out the tour guide there. I was there when I was like a little kid. And we were visiting. My dad took me there. It was one time I was there. And I was all talking to the guy, giving the guy a bunch of shit. Cause I was a weird kid, you know. I like making jokes. I mean, not necessarily that I was trying to make a joke. I was actually being really genuine and serious. And the guy thought I was making a fucking joke, and I got kind of hurt about it. And I was like, no, but really, it looks like it had a bomb blew up here. And he's like, that's not something to joke about, kid. And no, that's not what happened here. This happened thousands and thousands of years ago, millions of years ago, or whatever. I'm like, look, bro, I've seen nuclear bombs, and let me tell you, this looks like a nuclear bomb. Anyway, I was fucking, like, I don't know, like 7 or 8 or some shit. Let's be real. I mean, looking back on it now, I mean, it probably seemed trolly because, you know, look, kid, if you're so fucking smart, why are you asking dumb questions? And, you know, like I said, you gotta get good. You gotta be able to screw it up to get good. Oh, run, hippie, run! But New Mexico is one of those beautiful places that no one ever gets to see, especially because when you're passing through it, you really miss out on a lot of the great spots. I mean, fuck, I missed out on a lot of great spots. I haven't lived there. Like, it's really hard. It's astonishing how many people, like, you know, will live in Albuquerque or, like, Santa Fe, any of the major cities, fucking Las Cruces, and never get out to see what's there to see. And you have things, like, literally not an hour from any of those major cities. Beautiful areas. Beautiful things to see. Especially on Las Cruces. They got the whole white sands thing going on. I mean, as long as you're not afraid of radiation and shit. Hell, if I was a Fallout, like, being, like, loving Fallout as much as I am, if we were a little closer to that, I would just drag the computer out and just do some streaming right from White Sands. I'd be like, look at the shit, guys. We're waiting for camel guys to come and collect us now. This is the real Area 51. And it kind of is. No, but all joking aside, there are some beautiful places. If you get a chance to, next time you're going through to Arizona, or if that's a thing or whatever, definitely check some things out when you go through. Trying to think what's good, like, off the freeway. I guess I don't know where you would go if you're coming from South Carolina going through that. I should equip that machete, but remember, we're doing the stick. We're gonna stick to it. Oh yeah. Do you need a light? Just take this one. Do I? Does it work? There you go. See, I should equip the machete, but that's not what we're up to. Oh, I guess what I should do. Oh, I don't want to spend these points. I want to make more points. So that would, because I think if I level up now, if I'm understanding this correctly, the higher the level that you get, and the stronger you get, clearly, but the less experience you get from the enemies that you kill. Vis-a-vis, we should kill as many of this guy as possible to harvest as much of the souls as possible to gather up before we level up. So that way when we do level up, we can just blaze past him to the next area, and then we don't fucking care. We can farm the next guy to get good. If I'm understanding the flow correctly. Of course I sat down and then she's in there. Souls aren't finite. No, I know they don't essentially mean anything else. Essentially the idea with the farming is just to get good with the tactics and the techniques to be able to kind of roll through. Because right now, like, and maybe I'm getting paranoid over nothing. Maybe with the strength that we just got high enough, maybe we can blast through the shit like nothing. Because, I mean, you're probably right. It's like, quit being a bitch and just let's go get good, motherfucker. So, I mean, I'm feeling that there's wisdom to that. I agree. I agree, skill over level. Definitely. And I guess I kind of like this guy because I don't know. I feel like I'm learning from him a bit. Maybe I'm not. I can't tell if I've gotten better or worse, guys. What do you guys think? What do you think, Savage? You've been watching for a bit. I think so far we're spending less time dying, but I'm not spending as much time killing him. I'm doing a great job keeping away from getting hit, but I'm doing a very poor job executing hits as well. See that? Like that kind of shit. Ugh. And then I do that where I'm lurking. He's like, equipped. I know you want me to equip the weapon I just picked up, but I'm like, I like my stick. This is my stick. See, I can do that. Oh, I guess I never tried that before. I don't know if have you ever done like the whole rushing with the bat and beating on the thing. I'm pretty sure I probably have some good guns. Or not guns, whatever, weapons. Let's see what we have here. I don't even know what I actually have, to be honest with you. Like I said, I haven't completely worked this interface out. You've died less to this guy than when you started. But then again, this is exactly my point. Well, and that's the thing. If he's generally an easy guy, and I'm getting my ass beat, and he becomes the easy guy, then we're making progress, right? Because that's what we should be looking for is overall, should die less, kill more, collect more, be able to get ahead. And so far, you're right. I guess we are net ahead if we were to graph it out. We are overall ahead. So what do I got here? I got my club, which is my buddy. Why is my durability still 90? I just want a better stick. Oh, are these all mine? Look at that. So attack power is 108 plus 21. Wood Ted. There's got to be a big speed difference. Something tells me that the club has less than its usually. Broken straight sword. Oh, that's a better weapon. We should use that broken straight sword. That sounds like a better plan, right? I haven't even done any of the ridiculous like camera stuff that I've programmed in here yet. I've just been too busy just trying to keep it like a straight stream. I know what a cestus is. Oh, it's a fist? Oh, I can punch this fool? Even better. What am I doing? Why am I hitting with a stick? I can just box this fucker to death. That halberd actually has pretty decent damage. Oh, wait a minute. 125. What the fuck is the red? Why is it saying less then? Am I losing power then? Oh, I can't even carry that shit is the problem. I don't have the strength to wield any of this good shit. Fucking trash. I'm sorry, guys. Like I said, there's one way to get good. Just gotta get good. I guess we'll just keep stick beating him. We'll stick to the plaid. Alright, so I guess we'll try to get to 3,500 souls. I guess I should try to get to 4,000 souls. And then we'll cash in. Come on, man. Ooh. Got 2 in. Ooh. Humble my ass real quick. That's not the jump button, dumb fuck. Please help my jump. Okay. You get hard, you get wrecked, you get good. Poor Night, your Queen Bee is not feeling hot. She's not doing too well about things, guys. I apologize. She was really wanting out here to hang out, and she might be around a little later, hopefully. But just at the moment, she's not doing well. So let's get back to this. Ooh. I guess the biggest thing I need to do is go harvest my souls. There we go. Cover lost souls. Dive. So the 5-hit combo seems to be doing okay. Oop. Gotta keep out of that swing range. There we go. Cleaning up. Alright. Let's do this again a few more times. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Well, let's go back and heal. So the main reason why I've been trying to kill him so that way I can get past him with full health, so I can kind of see what else is there, and then I can die and come back and get my stuff. But if I fight this guy and have no health left to go ahead, and then go ahead and then die again, then I'll just be frustrated and annoyed. Ooh, got me good. See, this is the easy guy, so this guy shouldn't be a problem. So if he is a problem, that means I gotta get good. In this case, it means dodging and flipping around. Need to hit him. I'm a little pissed off that I'm not able to like use. Well, those other weapons don't seem like they have better damage than the stupid ass club, which doesn't make any fucking sense. This is a damn chunk of wood. How the hell is beating a dude with a fucking chunk of wood gotta be better than any number of these weapons that I have? Numerically. And yet when I get into the function of it, it happens. need to quit doing that. The next area you have to dodge artillery. I remember this area actually after this guy, come to think of it. Yeah, where they're bombing the whole area through and you gotta run through and get the things. See, that worked out better. That was a lot smoother. So, I don't need to fight Fat Boy. You were here to see Fat Boy, right? When I was fighting Fat Boy with the magics up the hill. The guy that kept blowing my fucking face off. Which led me to believe that this is not the right way to go. Hi buddy, long time no see. How? How did that even happen? Either way, I did it wrong. Take in your cuts. Make them smooth. And get good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ugh. Ooh, why do I gotta play it like this? Why do I gotta play it so close? Playing it way too close. Hey, Savage. Holy shit, it is 1 a.m. where you're at. Hey, bro, thank you so much for tuning in. Like I said, I try to normally get on a little bit earlier. We do have the schedule. We try to stick to being on by at least 6 p.m. I think tomorrow we might actually be able to get a morning show on. I'm not sure. I need to double check with Natalie. But please jump in the Discord, man, and join us on Discord. You'll get all the updates. Or go ahead and look for Nat Your Typical Gamers. Do you see it on the side? On that side, on the far that side. If you punch that into Facebook, you'll be able to find our Facebook page, and we have all the updates and stuff there. And of course, Twitch will let you know when we're here. I appreciate you coming and hanging out, man. You have a great rest of your night, and you get some good rest, bro. We'll see you around. So theoretically, guys, we were scheduled to just get off at 10, but I think we are going to try and go in for midnight. We might just do 11. See how things go. If things quiet down too much, we'll chill out. But I don't think we'll be going any later than midnight if we can avoid it. Not that Dark Souls isn't fun, but rather, I would very much like to try to do the morning show tomorrow, if at all possible. Ooh, shit. That would have been great if it would have taken my head clean off, like visually. However, that would have been horrendously traumatizing. I don't know if that would have made me more, like, less inclined to let him chop at my head like that again, or more inclined for the visual effect. I should probably put my headset on. That was really awesome of Savage to come in and hang out like that. He seems like a really cool guy. I'm glad we got to meet him. And I always like talking to new people in chat. So if you've been out there lurking and you want to come say hi, feel free to. I don't mind saying hi at all. I will not bite like these jerks. This guy here is a problem. And he needn't be. Alright, we're getting better and better at this, guys. That one we only lost a little bit of life. So let's come back. I said I was going to go cash in at 4 grand, but let's see how far we can go with it. Let's see if I can get this guy 3 times without losing any health. Because right now I got him, which is a little bit of health lost. And the idea is to get good. That's the reason why we're messing with the guy. We're basically, this is just paid practice. Not that time. We'll try it again. Oh man, got me good. I'm just double checking some resources of mine, but it does appear that a lot of the power outages are starting to be sorted out. A couple of the power outages are being sorted out. Like I said, I'm trying to refresh the page right now and kind of see how things are going.